Alright, today we are on 16-6. Now your homework is going to be page 270, all 6 problems, but we need to talk about what you're doing on this homework, so I want you to look at page 271. I'm not assigning this as homework. This is what we're going to do for our notes today. We're going to look at page 271, go through this together, because everything on 271 is exactly what you're going to be doing on your homework on page 270. So we're going to look at 271 so we know what we're doing on our homework. So everyone open to page 271. This is where we're taking our notes today. We're going to go through this page together. Okay? Is everyone on page 271 for me? We're going to fill out this page together so that you know what you're doing on your homework. So your homework will be page 270, but we're going to start by filling out page 271 together so that you know what to do when you get to page 270. Does that make sense? Everyone just open to page 271. That's where we're starting. Page 271.
Can we rip it out?
If you want to, yeah.
We really have any,
Page 271. Alright. Looking at page 271, we have a map of Camp Wilderness. Everyone see that? Okay, there's a lot of different roads here. We have a canoe lake, a swimming pool, a tree house, a campfire. Robin Road doesn't look like anything. We have Dove Way, Mockingbird Lane, Blue Jay Drive, Robin Road, Duck Drive, Pigeon Place. There's a lot of different streets and landmarks here, right? So for our homework today, you're going to have a map. It's going to be a different map than this, but looking at page 271, we have a map, and then we have 4 questions down here. All of these questions can be answered just by looking at the map, okay? And you may want to look back at your notes to remind you perpendicular, parallel, and intersecting, okay? Because it's going to ask a lot of questions about that. Like, number 1 here says, which roads in the camp appear to be perpendicular to Robin Road? Well, first things first, let's find Robin Road. Okay, Robin Road is here. Okay. So we're looking for, it says, notice when it asks the question, it says roads, plural, right? There's an S there. So that means we're probably going to have more than one answer, yes? Okay, so let's look. Who can remind me what perpendicular lines are? And look back in your notes. What are perpendicular lines, Everly?
They're 4 right angles.
It's 2 intersecting lines that create 4 right angles at the intersection, right? So looking at Robin Road, I highlighted it here in pink for you. What intersects with Robin Road to make 4 right angles? Caroline? Okay, Caroline says Mockingbird Lane. If we look here, we have Mockingbird Lane. That goes right here. They intersect right here. Does that look like it makes 4 right angles? Yeah, I would agree. So we're going to write Mockingbird Lane. Okay. You can spell it. It's on your paper, so you can look how to spell it there too, right? It's on the map. But remember, it said roads, plural. So is there another road that also looks like it might be perpendicular to Robin Road? Is there another road that looks like it might be perpendicular to Robin Road? Take a look at your map. Remember, Robin Road is this one. Is there anything that looks perpendicular to Robin Road? Lily?
Treehouse?
Treehouse is a landmark, not a road. And it's right here. That's not, remember, Robin Road is this one right here. Treehouse doesn't touch Robin Road at all, right? We want something that's perpendicular to Robin Road. Vincent?
Blue Jay Drive?
Blue Jay Drive is over here. Does Blue Jay Drive intersect with Robin Road? No, remember, Robin Road is this one, right here. Okay? I highlighted Mockingbird Lane because it was perpendicular to Robin Road. But no, Robin Road. Mockingbird Lane was perpendicular to Robin Road. But we're still working. Vincent, I read the problem that says which roads in the camp appear to be perpendicular to Robin Road. Evelyn. Pigeon Place down here. Pigeon Place is down here. We can look at where they meet. They intersect right here. Does that look like 4 right angles?
Yeah.
Looks like 4 right angles to me, so Pigeon Place is the other one. Okay? So Pigeon Place and Mockingbird Lane both intersect with Robin Road. Remember, Robin Road was this one right here.
I like highlighting.
Okay? Mockingbird Lane goes across and intersects perpendicularly. We have a right angle, a right angle, a right angle, and a right angle. Okay? And Pigeon Place also goes across and intersects perpendicularly with 4 right angles. Okay? Now, number 2 says, name 2 pairs of roads. 2 pairs. So we're going to write down 4 roads in total because a pair is how many?
2.
Pair is 2. So if we have 2 pairs, that's how many roads? 4. 1 pair is 2. 1 pair is 2. 2 pairs, that's 4 roads. So we're going to write down 4 roads in the camp that appear to be parallel. Okay, so who can give me, looking at the map here, can anyone give me 1 set of roads that appear to be parallel? What's 1 set? Well, first, actually, can anyone remind me what parallel means? What does parallel mean? Lauren?
2 lines that go straight in.
2 lines that go on forever and never touch. They're in the same plane, but they are absolutely never going to cross. They're never going to intersect, right? So, who can give me 2 roads that seem to be parallel? Charlotte?
Robin Road and Blue Jay Drive.
Okay, Charlotte says Robin Road, I'm going to highlight it in blue now, and Blue Jay Drive. Those 2, they look like they're going the same direction, right? Do they look like they're ever going to cross?
No.
No, they look like they're going the exact same way forever. They're never going to touch. So yes, we're going to write Blue Jay Drive and Robin Road is one of our pairs. Okay? Blue Jay Drive and Robin Road. That's one of our pairs. Now, remember it says we have 2 pairs. So this is 1 pair. We need 1 more pair. What are 2 more lines that appear to be parallel? Who can give me 2 more lines? Mackenzie? Okay, Mackenzie says Mockingbird Lane right here and Pigeon Place. Do those appear to be going the same direction forever? Are they ever going to cross each other?
No.
No, those 2 are also parallel. So we're going to say Pigeon Place and Mockingbird Lane. Okay. Now, number 3, we're just going to write a place. It says, what is located at the intersection of Mockingbird Lane and Blue Jay Drive? So we need to find Mockingbird Lane and Blue Jay Drive and find out what is at the place where they intersect, the point where they cross over each other. What is located there? Who can tell me? We have Blue Jay Drive right here and Mockingbird Lane right here. And what do we have right at the intersection, Jackson? We have the tree house, right? They intersect right here, and it tells us very nicely that there's a tree house right there, a little arrow pointing directly to the intersection. So for number 3, all we have to do is write tree house. How are we feeling on this? Feel like you can take this map and run with it? Okay? Let's look at number 4 real quick. This is going to be the hardest one, and it's not that hard. You just have to be descriptive, okay? It says, describe how to get from the swimming pool on Pigeon Place to the end of Dove Way. Okay? Use estimated angle measures for turns and terms such as parallel, perpendicular, left, right, and intersection in your description. So we're starting here at the swimming pool. Okay, this is our start. Let me get a different color. Okay, so here's our start. And we want to end over here on Dove Way. So we need to describe how we're going to get from here to there. And we're going to have to use the roads that already exist, yes? So, who can tell me what they think our first step could be? What could we write as our first step, Lauren?
The circle is on Pigeon Place, right?
Yes.
So we can go straight and then turn and then go straight
Turn where?
onto Robin Road.
And turn which way?
We can turn. Oh.
Are we turning right or left? I'm going this way, right?
Yeah.
Am I turning right or left?
Right.
Left, so I'm going this way?
No, right.
Oh, I'm turning right.
You go straight.
Okay, and how far am I turning? How much am I turning? What type of angle is that? Yeah, Lauren, I'm still on you. Yeah, okay, so Lauren's doing well, okay? She's got all the information, we just need to organize it into a sentence, but we're going to go straight on Pigeon Place, right? I gotta start on Pigeon Place. Then turn 90 degrees to the right. Whoops. Onto what road are you turning onto there? Onto Robin Road. Okay, Lauren gave us our first step. Okay, so we're on Robin Road. All right. Anyone want to take on step number 2? What are we going to do next? Lily, what do you think should our next step be?
And then you're going to turn left and go straight.
Turn left on what?
You're going to turn left and you're going to go into Mockingbird Lane.
Okay, and how much am I turning?
90 degrees.
Okay, so turn 90 degrees to the left onto Mockingbird Lane. Good. Oops, sorry, I got blurry. Hang on. Okay. All right, are we to Dove Way yet? No, but we're getting closer. Okay, what's our next step going to be? Anyone want to take a go at it? So here's what we have so far. We said go straight on Pigeon Place, make a 90-degree turn to the right onto Robin Road, then make a 90-degree turn to the left onto Mockingbird Lane. What's our next step going to be? Evelyn?
Go straight.
Turn, so slight left, where? How should I know when I'm supposed to turn left? Is there like a landmark or something we could use? Oh, turn left at the campfire. And we could even say, is there a landmark that we pass while we're on here? What do we pass? Okay, so we could say go past the treehouse. And take a slight left turn.
Can you go down?
Yeah, one sec. At the campfire. There you go. And then, once we take that slight left turn, what road are we on? Once we take that slight left turn at the campfire, what road are we on then? I know you can't see it on the screen, but you can see it in your book. What road are we on after we take a slight left turn past the campfire? Vincent?
What?
Oh, sorry, I thought you had your hand up. Everly? We're on Dove Way, but we're supposed to get to the end of Dove Way, so how could we end this whole thing? I would say walk straight till you hit the end of the road, right?
say it right.
I know. Okay, so then we say walk straight until you hit the end of Dove Road, or Dove Way, or whatever it is, Dove Way.
I wrote everything you guys said.
Nice. Okay, so that one takes a lot of writing, but is it hard?
No.
No, you just gotta look at the map and write out directions, right? Back in the day, we didn't have our little Google Maps on our phone. You had to look up directions online and write them all out anyway. So you'd have a piece of paper you're driving around. And if you took a wrong turn, is the paper going to reroute for you?
No.
No, you had to figure out how to reroute yourself. I did not like it. When I first started driving, I had to have very specific directions written out. And if I made a wrong turn, then I just started crying immediately.
Actually?
Yeah. If I made a wrong turn, I was done for. I was crying. I had to pull over. I would call my mom crying. And she'd be like, where are you? I'd be like, I don't know. She'd have to try and help give me directions to get back on track. Like when I would go to a new babysitting job or something. I'd write out my directions, but one time I turned left when I should have turned right on accident. Because I forgot to write down the directions. I thought I had them memorized. I did not. I went the wrong way. And then I ended up downtown. It was a bad time. It was a bad day. Thankfully now, because that was before I had an iPhone, so I didn't have a smartphone, so I had to write out my directions. But now, I just put it in my phone, and then we're safe. We're good to go. But yeah, you used to have to write out directions just like this for yourself to make sure that you wouldn't get lost. All right, so your homework then is going to be page 270. The map is on the other side, so the map is on page 269. Okay, so you could,
Is this our homework?
Yeah, your homework is page 270. So the map is on page 269. Your homework is on page 270. The only one that's different, I want you to look at number 6. Number 6 is the only one that does not have to do with the map. So 1 through 5 are all map questions. Number 6, it gives you a hint over here. It wants you to make an organized list. We've made lots of organized lists throughout the year. You should know what that is. Can anyone remind me what an organized list is? Anyone remember what that would look like? Everly?
It's like make your bed, brush your teeth, and then put on your shoes, and you
Yeah, it's like when they would say, like, you'd get a problem that said, like, Mr. Wilkie had to teach PE, mow the lawn, and watch a movie, but he could do them in any order, so making lists. You would say, oh, he could teach PE, mow the lawn, watch a movie, teach PE, watch a movie, mow the lawn. Mow the lawn, teach PE, watch a movie, mow the lawn, watch a movie, teach PE. Watch a movie, mow the lawn, teach PE, watch a movie, teach PE, mow the lawn. Right? Like, you make that organized list. Alright? Does that make sense? Okay, we've got a bunch of those. There should be 6 there, because she has 3 things she needs to do. Right? And there's 6 different orders that she could do them in. So go ahead and get started on your homework. You got lots of time. Alright? And yeah, page 270. Page 270 is your homework.